Take a Tip Tuesday. Do you know how to fix these common inspection problems? Hi, my name is Kristina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer for Ascension Parish. In many weeks I have done many videos on common problems that happen during an inspection report. But I never told you how to fix those things, because honestly, I don't know how. But my good friends over there at VCG Construction have offered their help. So take it away, boys.
Hey, Kristina, Nick here. Got some good news, got some bad news. So these problems are really easy to fix. The only thing is Vince is really busy right now, and he's out on a bunch of other jobs. But we got his cousin, Lorenzo.
Did I hear someone say Lorenzo? Nick, my cousin Vincent told me to make sure that I give you and Kristina everything you need to make this video the best it's ever been made here at VCG Construction. Let's get started.
Okay guys, I know that many people have these wobbly toilets when it comes to inspections. Can you tell me the correct way to do these wobbly toilets and not with pennies? I know I've seen this under people's toilets and I know this is not the correct way. So why don't you show them?
You're gonna wanna keep your money, ladies. The best way to fix a wobbly toilet is right here. These are plastic toilet shims, okay? What you're gonna wanna do is, you're gonna wanna take a utility knife. If you have caulk around the base of your toilet, you're gonna wanna remove some of that caulk, okay? You're gonna get your plastic toilet shims and you're gonna slide them in underneath the toilet. You're gonna slide it, gently slide it in underneath the toilet where your closet bolts are, okay? Then, once your shims are in place, you're gonna take a wrench. You're gonna take that wrench and you're gonna tighten down your closet bolts. Once those closet bolts are tight, okay, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cap, you're gonna put it back in place, okay? And then you're gonna use some nice silicone caulk. You're gonna put a nice bead of caulk along the base of the toilet here to seal it in. What else do you have for me, Kristina?
So guys, when I go into many houses, they do have these drywall holes, like a big hole. And when they do try to fix them, they do a terrible job. I was hoping that maybe you could show us the correct way to fill in and get these drywall patches done right.
What we have here is we have a rather large hole. And that's not something you're gonna be able to fill. We're gonna have to patch that. See the size of this thing? We have a product here. It's from Wallboard, okay? They make various size patches. 4x4, 6x6, and for really big holes, they even sell a patch 8x8. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take our patch, pull it out of its packaging, okay? And you can see it's a metal back patch. I'm gonna pull the sticky back paper. You'll apply the patch to the hole. Look, it stays in place. Beautiful. Now the best part. We get our joint compound. Once it's nice and smooth, we're gonna let that joint compound dry. We'll come back, we'll sand this out, we'll be ready for paint.
Okay guys, since we're on the same subject of drywall, a lot of people have these nail holes that are left over from photographs and pictures that have been on the wall. What is the best way to cover those up? And while we're on that subject again, how do we clear up any nail pops that come up in drywall? I know that's a problem that always comes up during an inspection is nail pops, and I don't even know how to fix those, and we have several in our home.
Did you say you needed a hole filled? It's my specialty, come with me. Generally, the holes in the wall are left from old pictures that we remove. And we're left with a hanger and a little nail hole. We're gonna take something like a 5-in-1 and we're gonna just remove it. Then we're gonna use the back end here to make a little indentation, and we're gonna make the hole deeper. Okay, then we're gonna get our joint compound. And we're gonna get the joint compound, and we're gonna spread it. We're gonna push it in there, nice and deep. And now that hole is filled. Once it dries, we'll lightly sand it, and then we'll put some paint on there. You'll never know it was there. Let's move on to something really exciting. Nail pops. A lot of times you'll have these raised areas in the drywall, and these are nail pops. Okay, you can identify them. If you run your finger over them, you'll feel the raised edge. Now your first instinct is to probably just get in there real hot and heavy with a hammer and try to pound that nail pop in. The problem is that the nail pop, it takes time. You have to caress the repair, okay? You wanna identify your nail pop, okay? And then the best way to deal with that nail pop is you're gonna get a screw gun, all right? And you're gonna identify where that stud is. I can tell you where the stud is. He's on top of this ladder working on this nail pop, okay? You're gonna take your screws, okay? And you're gonna drive a screw below. See the nail pop? Just popped out. You're gonna put a screw above and below. Okay? And what you can see here is that a nail pop is a product of loose drywall. Okay? The nail over time, okay, because the drywall is loose, just pops out, just like it's called. It just pops out. Okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove that nail. We're gonna make a little indentation where the nail was. We're gonna smear our joint compound on. We'll let that dry, and then we'll come back, we'll sand this area, and we'll be ready for paint. That's another hole properly filled.
Okay guys, one last question, I promise. I'll let you get back to your day. But can you show us how to put in the GFCIs? I hate to even show you this. Hey guys, can you show me how to change this out to a GFCI without electrocuting myself?
Okay, Kristina, before we get started here, we're gonna wanna take one extra special precautionary measure. We're gonna wanna make sure the power's off to this outlet, because the only electricity that we're gonna wanna feel is the electricity radiating off of me. So let's go find that circuit breaker and make sure that this outlet is out. One of the fastest, easiest ways to do that is to use one of these tick testers. You turn it on, you put it here in the hole. So you're gonna wanna take your tick tester and insert it into the hole. It'll make a buzzing noise. You can leave it there. You go find your breaker and you flip it off. So now we're gonna confirm there's no power here, and then we're done with this. Now we need a slotted screwdriver to take off our cover plate. We're not gonna need this anymore. Now we're ready to take out our outlet. If you have a drill handy, it helps to take out these screws. So now that we're able to pull our outlet out, all you're gonna see here is a black wire a white wire, and a green wire. Okay, we're gonna talk about those wires. We're gonna need to pull out our GFCI. Talk about the connections that have to be made. As you can see here, we have a green terminal, okay, which receives the green wire. We have our nickel terminal, which receives the white wire. And then we have our brass terminal that receives the black wire. And all we have on this outlet is those 3 wires. But if we had more wires connected to this outlet, okay, that would mean that this outlet's feeding further outlets down the circuit. And that's called the load. And what you would want to do is you would connect those wires to these terminals that are covered on this outlet. This is called the load side of the GFCI, okay? This way, those outlets further down the circuit from this GFI are also protected by GFCI circuitry. So remember, if you're feeding more outlets down that circuit, you're gonna wanna connect them to the load side of this GFCI, okay? Remember that. Loosen your connections until your wire comes loose. Once your terminals are loosened, your wire should pop free. Now you're ready to install your GFCI. Just in the same manner as the old outlet came in, we're going to install our new GFCI. Green to green, black to brass, white wire to nickel. Once all your terminals are tightened down, okay, you're ready to secure the GFCI into its box. Remember, if there's no wires leading further down the circuit, feeding any other outlets, nothing should be connected to the load side of this outlet. Take your screw gun, tighten that outlet down. You make sure it's really tight in there. Okay. Once you have your new GFCI in place, you're gonna need a new decor style outlet cover. You're gonna pop that on your outlet, tighten down them screws, and that's all done. So, I hope that you got everything you needed today. Hope all your questions are answered, and I hope you are completely satisfied. I think everybody's gonna be seeing a lot more of Lorenzo in the future because I know that I give it to you better than Vince ever could.
Whoa. Take it easy, Lorenzo. Kristina, I hope this video helped. I hope it answered all your questions. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you like Lorenzo, let him know in the comments.
This isn't the last you've seen of Lorenzo.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day.